hi guys, welcome back to another episode of our save file here. So, oops, sorry, we still gotta finish building this house. What I decided to do with this one was to have two siblings living here, a brother and a sister. They're gonna have very different personalities. And then in this one, I'm gonna leave it very basic. I might even not really add too much furniture, so that way that could be up to you guys or whoever you want. Like, anybody could move in there, you know what I mean? You'll just have the basic necessities. So yeah, let's get into that. These are going to be like houses that are rentable, which is pretty cool. So, first we should probably start designing this house over here for the two, the two young adults who moved out. So I did want to make this house a little bit older, but kind of not really. I wanted to make it tiny bit older, but also like it has been redone in the same way, if that makes sense. So this is going to be the upstairs up here, and I just realized this roof is in the house. We can't have that. Can I move that back? Oh boy. I thought that I fixed this last time. Oh, I did if I just go like that. Okay. And then if you hold Alt and pull this, it's not Alt then. It's Shift. If you do Shift and pull that, it'll only do that side. So that's probably what I did last time on accident. So we'll just hold Shift and bring that out so that way it's still long, but it's not inside. That's perfect. Okay, we're gonna do this flooring inside. So the one outside is a little bit older, you know. And what the heck? That was very annoying. Oh, hi. Okay, so here's gonna be like a communion area type thing, I guess, where we'll have the stairs and stuff up to each house. Just so then that way it does create more space here. I think that we should add in some temporary lights, obviously, so that way we can build. And we might have to move some of these windows around as we go. I'm not really sure because, as you can see, I didn't really lay out the rooms. So the downstairs, I wanted to have a whole kitchen area, right? And then the living room, obviously, but this is quite big. So I'm thinking maybe we could have another room down here. Maybe it could be like a bathroom or an office. I'm not really sure yet. And I'm actually just gonna move those up so that way they kind of make more sense. I think it'll be okay. Okay, so I might make that into a little bathroom actually. I mean, it's kind of big for a bathroom, but that's okay. I guess they'll just have a lot of space. It is a bigger house, you know, maybe they come from a richer family and that's why they're able to afford this. Okay, so let's see what wallpaper would we even want? Do something like this, but then it doesn't really match the floor and it's kind of silly willy. I like doing like plain wallpapers. I actually like that white one quite well. Okay, so here's the bathroom. Kind of a little bit odd, but I kind of like odd. Then it's different. Doesn't always have to be. Okay, so let's pick out a tile that we could use. Also, maybe I might bring that in one more, though it kind of sucks because I like having that window there, so maybe we'll leave it. What type of flooring should we do? I really like this flooring, and maybe it's like, you know, maybe they didn't update the flooring. I don't know. Also, I don't think anybody can get to the door. I think I messed that. Let's do this door, by the way. Maybe we can have the door facing on this side, and I guess the floor is perfect, so if I'm going to do that flooring, though, I don't really like the wallpaper or the wall that goes with it because it doesn't really match, you know. You dig? I feel like I gotta have something. Sorry, guys. It's not that I hate it. That doesn't really match. What if we did a lighter one? It wouldn't match either. Blue? That's too much blue, huh? We could do that white one. I think that goes well together. It's got that little brick vibe going. Okay, so if that's going to be the bathroom and then we have our door here, I'll make the doors to kind of match the flooring. All right, and then I'm thinking because we have big windows here, maybe we'll make this part the kitchen, right? And I want it to be kind of like, well, I guess if I have the door there, I don't know, let's make it a little bit unique. So if we have this here, right? But let's say we close that off and we do a squandrel right here. First of all, with any of these, I always go for this one because I feel like they don't really look that good. And I also can't really see anything at all. Okay. So that would match this door. I'm sorry, guys. That's so stupid. And then we would need a column to match, but I don't want one that looks like worn down or anything. I want it to just look normal, like a normal column. We have any of those perchance? I thought we did somewhere, but whenever you're looking for something, you can't find it. Base game. Okay, guys, I found it. It took me a second, but I got it. So if we have that, right? Let's fix this like wallpaper. If we have that, it looks unique, okay? And then it has it kind of makes it a little bit more crowded, which is good, okay? Because we had a little bit too much space, right? We have to put in a few more lights because of that, but that's okay. Okay, so then we could have a living room, dining area, type thing out here. And I think that'd be perfect. The only thing is when you're playing, this might block some of the views, but that's okay. It doesn't really bother me too much, so hopefully it won't bother you guys too much. But I'm not sure. Everybody plays differently, and you could always move that. So, all right. So I always like to do just this basic toilet. I don't know why. That toilet's good, and I feel like we could put a shower down here. Obviously, there is a newer one or an older one. Let's do the older one here. I don't know. Well, there's windows there, so maybe we should switch these. So if we put the shower on this side, and then we could put the toilet over here, and we could do some sinks on this side. I'm trying to think of how this could make sense. So I want to say, I guess it wouldn't really be an older house because it's more like a house that they redid. So maybe if I put a bunch of cabinets here, and then what if we actually move the toilet to be right there? I think that's actually kind of perfect. It leaves a lot of space. And now we can do some decoration, but I think we need a sink first, obviously. Right, so if they redid everything, they would have probably more fancy stuff, right? More modern stuff. This house could be more modern, besides the shower. I guess I did leave that not as modern, but that's okay. Anyways, though, so a brother and sister live here. She loves pink, okay? I'm gonna make her super girly, super pink, super pop. You know what I mean? Pop, pop, pink. That was probably really annoying. And we got this cute hamper here. Anyways, and then I'm thinking maybe we could make the boy a little bit more, which I wanted to make him sporty, but she could love sports too. I mean, just because she's girly doesn't mean she doesn't love sports, right? So I'm thinking maybe that's what I'll do. But we'll have to see here. That would be like total opposites though. Make her super pink, right? She loves pink. She loves everything girly, everything fun. And then her brother's super goth. Anyways, I don't know if you will be able to actually use this, but I'm going to go ahead and put that there because I like it. It looks nice. So we got a little mirror. We got our little clothing bin offs. And now we need to do, which we'll probably have another bathroom upstairs, but maybe she uses this one down here because he's messy or something. I'm not sure. We'll give her a little pink toothbrush though, and then obviously they gotta have soap. I'll just set it on the edge there. Yeah, obviously they need toilet paper, maybe a towel or a robe, I guess is what it would be. That pink one is not my favorite. Maybe I'll just stick with white. Okay, let's put this wall up here. I like it on the door, but I don't really know how that will. I guess we could just put it right here. Yeah, looks good. Toilet paper. I know, sorry guys, I'm jambling today, but maybe that'll make it more entertaining for you guys. I'm not sure. We should probably put trash can over here, and maybe we'll put some cleaning supplies over here. Maybe they just have it by the toilet, and a trash can. You always need a trash can in the bathroom. I mean, not in The Sims, but we'll do it just because. I'm just going to put it right there. All right, that looks good. And then let's see. We could also put some plants in here. I think would be good. I think she would have plants in here, or they would just have plants in here in general. We'll put that plant right by the toilet so that way it makes things smell good. Maybe she put the little bit of pink in there. I mean, seems how maybe she took over this bathroom like I was saying. Maybe she just loves plants too. Maybe we could put that plant up there on the counter. And we should probably get some rugs in here, which I love these rugs, but maybe we will try something different. I love these rugs too. They don't have any cool pink ones. I like doing that older looking one sometimes. Well, maybe we'll do a different rug by the shower. No, that's too big. It's not gonna be good. That's too big too. All these rugs gonna be too big. Yeah, I do run a rug. Okay, so I actually just sized down that rug and put it there so it could kind of match that one. And I think that bathroom actually looks good. It doesn't need to be too stuffed, you know. And it looks like she kind of took over it a little bit because she kind of wanted her own bathroom, but it's also like the guest bathroom in a way. So yeah. Let's go ahead and move on to the kitchen though, right? So I would assume that maybe they bought the same counters as the bathroom. I don't really know how that works because I'm not a house owner, but I could see myself. Let's just stick with that. Okay, and then let's make these counters fairly long. You know, they have a lot of counter space here, right? It's a pretty big kitchen, so they gotta have a lot of counters, which it is a lot of counters. And then maybe they have a newer fridge, or maybe I could use that other fridge again. Which one is it? Oh, my brain. I'm literally so silly. It's right here. Okay, guys, I want to use this fridge because it has all the magnets on it, and I feel like they would have magnets on their fridge. Maybe that one, that looks like they have a family and stuff. I feel like maybe that one fits them more because maybe she's taken over the fridge too. And we should obviously put a trash can in here. So I know that their house looks pretty nice, but maybe I'll give them the money bin. You're not necessarily gonna be rich living here. I don't really want them to be like super rich. Like, you know, their parents have some money to where they can pay for things for them and so on. But they don't give them everything. They just kind of cut them off a little bit. You know, they're like, okay, we'll pay for you guys to live here because we don't want you to be homeless, but you're cut off all other assets from the bank account. I don't know. You guys can make up whatever story you want, but I see them like, you know, they like I was saying, I always repeat myself, but they have some money, but their parents cut them off at the same time. They don't want them to be homeless, but they want them to learn how to make their own money from now on. It's perfect, right? Okay, I like that cabinets. I'm not really good at cabinets, but that's okay. So, now we should probably put the sink somewhere. We do, oh, and I forgot, we need a stove too, but we could put the stove like, oh, what did I do? We could put the stove over here. We should probably do a newer type stove like that. It's pretty nice, you know, like I said, they redid things, right? I get a little bit off track here. I'm gonna put this over here for safekeeping. We're gonna need that for safekeeping. Maybe they have some of these things that like their Grammy handed down to them. I'm not sure. We just have a lot of cabinet space, and I know we gotta fill it all. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some decorations real quick, and then I will be back. Okay, so I finished up with the clutter. I wanted to make them a little bit more messy, right? So I just only gave them a microwave. I was thinking about giving them coffee, but then I kind of ran out of space a little bit. I just added a lot of clutter basically, so they're kind of messy, you know? Oh, and I think about it, actually, I probably would give them a dishwasher. I think that'd be fine. They'd have a dishwasher. Anyways, so then if we do that, maybe we can do some small seating over here, right? And then maybe we could put a painting up or something. I'm not really sure if they have too much room for seating in here. It could be like a little two-seater thing, and then maybe they'll have more seats out there. I think I should probably give them this basic table, and I'll probably give them some pretty basic seats too. I'll do these seats because they're very basic. And then we could put something on the table. Maybe I'll put a plant on the table. We could do that plant. I love that plant. And we should do a painting, which I know the kitchen clutter does have this cute painting, but we'll change the colors obviously. So which one should we do? I actually like this one, and I like the darker wood tone with other colors. I think that's really good. It's really basic. I think we might need a rug though, actually. I didn't even think about that. But usually for a kitchen, I like to do like this type of rug. We do it over by the sink where all the water and stuff spills. I think that's actually a really great kitchen, right? So now we can move on to the living room here. So I'll put the living room like right here, right? So if we can find something for the TV to sit on, not that. Maybe we can just use this because if we do a darker one, and then we can fill it with a bunch of clutter, right? So, I feel like they would be kind of cluttery people, you know? I mean, I don't really know how I want to do them too much yet, but maybe they would be clutter people. That's a big TV. I feel like they might not have a super big TV, but they'll have this TV. So, right. So if you think about the clutter here, we could put a speaker in there. That's way too big. I'd probably put one of these, like a little Google Home. It doesn't fit, but we can raise it up and then kind of just make it fit, if you know what I mean. Okay. And now we can look at other stuff that might go in here, like books or little things like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and decorate this little area real quick, and then I will be back. Okay, so I don't want to add too much clutter, but I did do a few things here. And I don't know if I really like that. I kind of like this tone better. I know, basic, but I think that looks quite nice right there. And then now we got to get the sofas, okay? So what type of sofas would they have? Maybe something more like this, because the sister, you know, she has a little bit more like that type of style. Maybe she convinced her brother to get a pink one, right? Maybe he doesn't really care. He just wants to live there. And I kind of like the pink one too anyways. It gives some style. And maybe we'll do this rug, but we should definitely size it down and it won't be that color, obvious. So, I'm thinking a cream color would look perfect. I wonder if there's any chairs. There's these chairs that go with it. I'm going to turn on the Sims 3 camera because then you can just easily rotate it by holding down Alt. Oops. But then I do that because I'm not super used to it. So I think if we put that one plushie there, though, that might be pretty good. And this looks like a cozy little living room. Right. There's not too much on the walls yet. I don't ever really know what all to put on the walls, but that's okay. And maybe we could put some bookshelves back here. I feel like there could be bookshelves in this house. These, we could probably do these ones because they would match the floor more, or do a darker one. I feel like maybe we should do this one also because it is darker and we can clip all of these on together to make it look like different books and different bookshelves. Although that one didn't really change that much. I guess I could do that. It would be like that. Okay, that looks pretty good. So maybe they just have a bunch of bookshelves there. You know, that's what the owner did. Okay, I'm going to switch these cameras back. So we've got that cozy little living room. Too crazy, not too special. But now we have to do the dining room part over here. So let's go ahead and do that. Like maybe they just fit in a table over here because they have a lot of friends that come over and such. So they wanted to make sure that they had room for their friends. They wanted to make sure that they had somewhere for their friends to eat and stuff. Who doesn't have a lot of friends? Am I right? And I think I want to do the darker tone so that way it kind of fits in more. And this table is very odd placing. I know that, yes. But that's kind of the point of it. And maybe they just have like the same type of, which these aren't clipping. Hold on. Might make this table straight. Oh wait, are these two? Is this, what's going on here? Okay guys, so I actually got a different table that wasn't super big anyways. Then that would look better. This circular one does look better. I still do want to make these a little bit darker so that way it kind of contrasts with all the light wood. We don't want too much light wood. Oops. Oh my gosh, I always do that, guys. I switch the camera and I mess around with stuff. So maybe I will make this one in here darker as well. This table's kind of weird though. I guess I'll have to do that one. Okay, that's fine. So Sims 3 camera back on, and let's go ahead and rotate this into place, right? So maybe they just have it here for when their friends are over. Like I said, for the billionth time. And maybe we should put some fruits on the table. So that way, because fruits. Yeah, because fruits. I think that's looking pretty good. And now over here on this wall, right, I wanted to do, like, this is where you enter, right? So obviously you would have this type of stuff over here. This is very basic. Maybe they have some posters over here. Maybe they like the cats. Maybe that's their friends. Those are all their friends. Okay, I didn't see anything else that caught my attention, but we should add shoes. I always love to add shoes. I don't mean to be like very basic and such, but who doesn't put their shoes by the front door? And if you don't, that's okay. By the way, by all means, I put my shoes by the front door. Maybe I'll just put a bunch of shoes here because maybe they just have all of their shoes down here. Nice and tidy too. I gotta give him more gothic shoes, right? And she can have more pink, bright, fun shoes. Because he's the goth one, right? You can already see it there. It's perfect. Maybe I'll actually only give him... Oh, yeah, there goes the whole house. No. I'll just give him one pair there, which means that I'll probably want to move all of these over. So move those there, move those here, and move those here. Perfect. Okay. Oh, a coat rack. Yeah, I should do a coat rack. I'll put it in this corner. Perfecto. Maybe I should change the color of this. Change it to black. That fits perfect. All right. And then maybe they would have a little rug by the door. Not really sure, but they could. I'll do that one. This one looks kind of like concrete, actually. Nobody likes it. We got to give them a fun rug, right? It's not necessarily fun, but it's cute. I probably used it before. Let's do pink because she loves pink and she takes over the pink. And I know I do these in like every house, but we gotta because you gotta have pictures of them. And okay, this wall is very bland. So I do need to put a door there though, actually going into the hallway for the stairs, right? So we should probably do like this type of door is what I was thinking. So it's more like a barricaded door. But okay, what other paintings, or I guess what painting? I guess. What's their style again? Oh yeah, she's very girly. He's very gothy. But I feel like she did most of the decorating and he just didn't really care. He said, whatever, bro. Whatever, I just live here. Like literally, I just live here. So I'm really bad at doing paintings because in IRL, I don't really have paintings in my house. So I'll just do these. I don't know. You guys need to help me in the comments. Tell me how to get better at putting paintings up in the house. I mean, those are cool, but I feel like it's not their style. You know what one we should do? If I can find it. These ones, yeah. I know, so basic, but this is definitely the sister style, right? I feel like it is. She would have all three here. I actually don't know if she would. Maybe let's just do 2. 3 might be too much, but that's cute. And then maybe we could put some little plants up against it. Some little plants, or maybe not because I have a hard time finding plants, but we could still put that plant there. Now I need to figure out what type of lights we want. So I usually keep these just because they're nice and bright. I'm bad at doing lights too because I always just do the same lights. So maybe I'll do these lights. I actually do like these ones. They kind of fit perfect. Okay, so then if we put one of those there, one of those there, okay. Nope, let's leave that one because it is most of the light. We'll leave that one because it's most of the light. So actually, I think that that's pretty good. Then we got all those little saucers everywhere. Okay, this looks perfect. It looks clean and organized, and it looks like mostly the sisters, but that's basically... I'm not going to repeat myself. Sorry, guys. And now it kind of sucks that you have to go out in the hallway just to, like, you know, go upstairs when it's part of your house, but it's also like, well, I guess you might just see people every day. I would be a little bit annoyed, to be honest, but it's a good thing that... Okay, so we have this little extra space right here. I'm just going to plop a wall there because it doesn't really matter. And maybe I'll put like a simple bathroom right there. And then I'm just going to get the basic white paper, you know, we don't really need... I guess that I'll put this brighter one. Maybe I actually won't make this a bathroom. It's a little bit weird. Well, for now, I'm just going to do those stairs, right? I'm not going to decorate this hallway, really. Not yet. I'll do that probably in the next episode. For now, though, I'm just going to have it to where it's going upstairs to the next room. Okay, none of these woods ever match. Like, what is wrong with that? What's wrong with that? All right, we need more lights. More lights. So those are temporary lights for the most part. Okay, so if they're able to go upstairs, and that's probably it. They don't get much of their own space, apparently. Just kidding, they do, but it's fine. Okay, I think this one's the same one. I don't know. Is it? Yeah, it looks the same, pretty much. So we'll do that there. And then I want to get this door again because it's like the heavy-duty door, you know. You can't go in there unless if you own this house or whatever. Whatever. You guys know what I mean. So let's get this wood floor. Oh, I already have it. I'm a dingus. Let's get this wallpaper. Oh, but that one has the trim, so I'm just going to stick to this white one. They just did basic white stucco. Okay, so the upstairs, right? It's going to have 2 bedrooms. So let's do... Maybe this is 1 bedroom. It's a little bit small, but maybe it's connected to a bathroom here, which is what the brother has. Well, I guess this could be another bathroom. Okay, so these could... Or not a bathroom, a bedroom. These can be like weird shaped rooms. I'm always fine with that. I kind of like it. It's fun. So we'll do these 2 rooms, and then maybe I'll make this bathroom actually like a little bit I can make this room. No, because then that'll be too weird. I guess that's fine, right? Okay, the windows look a little bit weird inside, but that's okay. Maybe I'll just fix it and then it will look funny outside, but whatever. Okay, and then this could be just like a little lounge area type thing. So maybe both the bedrooms will lead to the bathroom, but the brother has kind of taken it over since she has taken over the downstairs bathroom. I think that would be great. Or maybe I'll only do one door just because it is so small. I don't want to take up a lot of space with doors, right? Okay, I think I got wallpaper everywhere. Let's steal this salsa. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do the bathroom first because it's the most basic. And I'm basically just going to copy most things, so I will BRB. Okay, so it's a little hard to see, but this is what I got so far. It's pretty much well the same. And then now I'm just basically going to throw in a bunch of clutter that would more so be the brother's clutter, right? So he is goth, we got to keep that in mind. So he might have a lot of blackish stuff. I mean, I'm not necessarily convinced that he would have only black stuff, but maybe he's a little bit more messy though. He doesn't really care. Give him a little shaver. Maybe he has cool hair and he just like blow dries it because he's cool like that. That's fine with me. Okay, it's actually kind of empty here because he doesn't have a lot of stuff, but that's okay. Maybe I'll just give him a little black rug right there, and maybe I'll just call this good actually. You know, he doesn't really care too much. So now we're on to the bedrooms, the fun part. Let's make him goth. Gothic. Okay. I actually really love this bed. He doesn't really care too much, but he loves it. So we'll do that bed. I just wanted to use it, and I feel like this is a perfect opportunity to use it. Like this side table. Maybe I'll make it more light though, so it can kind of match stuff. Because yeah, he has to have a side table, right? Maybe I'll just give him a simple. No, he could use his phone. He don't need no alarm clock. He's too cool for that, actually. Let's give him some clutter. That's what I want to do. We can give him a little water bottle. Maybe he likes to read. Fitting. He likes to read a black book. Maybe he likes to drink. I don't know. We'll do that in there just for fun. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Maybe I'll put this little hamper in this corner here. Like maybe he doesn't really care. So just beware. Like you probably won't be able to get to this hamper and it could ruin gameplay a little bit. So just beware. I'm going to put it there for funsie. I feel like he would be a little bit cluttery, honestly. I'm not sure how that will go because it doesn't always work to do cluttery stuff. Definitely messy. I know there is a goth. It's more gothic. Yeah. Maybe he has that little stuffed animal for funsie. It's like heartbroken. I like that darker one. And I was just thinking too, maybe we can make him a little bit more artsy. So let me put some of this art stuff to the side. Okay. And I think I want to try to fit like a little couch in here, maybe a small one if we can. I don't know if we'll be able to, but maybe he just likes to chill in his room. All the good couches are big though. There's not any really cool two-seater. Well, I guess the two-seater couches. Sorry, the two-seater couches are actually really big too. Yikes. Maybe we can't do that, but there is this. I like this couch. I don't know if you would really be able to get around that though. Maybe we'll just do some chairs. We could just do the beanbag chairs, right? They are always cool. Especially I like how you can do the different styles. I mean, I guess you still wouldn't be able to get around the bed, but that's okay. Just have fun with it. Because I guess you can't really go to the hamper anyways. Maybe I'm going to make some more clutter over there. I know it's kind of similar. Maybe we'll rotate it like that so it shows that more. No, it's still really too similar. I guess we could have the bag poking out like that. That's fine. Maybe I will do a rug as well, right? Like this, where I know exactly. Oh my gosh, it doesn't work. Yeah, that's perfect, guys. Okay, well, I'm going to be right back because I'm going to gothify his room some more, and I will see you guys in a second to showcase what I've done. Okay guys, so I'm done with this room. I made it super cluttery, right? So really, a lot of stuff in this room is just for looks, like the hamper and this little art thingy. But other than that, I put up some paintings around his room. I tried to do some more sad, darker versions. Then you got the canvas here and his bed and so on and so on and so on. And I think that this room is actually perfect for him, right? So, voila! Now we just need to do the sister's room, which is going to be a little bit more preppy and girly and fun. I don't want to give her. I'd give her like this little pink bed though. Maybe I'll put it against the wall so we can have more room since these rooms are a little bit smaller. And I think it would give her this cute little one, but well, maybe not. Actually, I don't really like it. I always say I want to do something and then I say never mind. So I'll just show you guys that process as well because everyone does it. Anyways, on with the rambling. I like this table one. I always tend to use it a lot. I don't know if she can get in the bed though. We might have to test that. But I think let's go ahead and use that. And I might want to make a little corner where she can do her makeup. Maybe I'll do it in this corner. This corner looks more comfortable and cozy. Do lighter colors. All right, so we have that mirror there. Maybe we should add a little rug in that corner for her. Sheepy. Aw, the sheep is actually so cute though. Maybe she would like that. Let's see here. No, I can't. It's not her vibe. We do have this pink rug right here, which is really cute. I don't want too much pink though. Maybe I'll make this one white. It still fits in perfectly. Okay, so let's see what type of stuff we can do here. So we can give her this cute little cup. And I think we should also give her a candle too, which we'll get to that. But for now, let's see what else we have. This says makeup essentials on it. So maybe, well, let's do this. So like she does her makeup down there. Full on, girl, you go. Oh, there's another makeup kit right here, which we can do. Maybe she has 2 of those things. That's okay. Oh, also, I know we already did his room, but I found some sketchbooks that maybe we can just plop in right there. Okay, her room can be a little bit more clean, still like cluttery, but more clean. There is another makeup thing right here. It's just gonna be like a little area where she has fun and does her makeup and so on, you know, for the girlies. What's that? Let's give her that. Oh, maybe she likes to work out too. Maybe she's very active, so we can give her this little, which means that we can also give her this too to go with it. Maybe she just likes to work out in her room a lot, here and there. Now, obviously, she won't actually be able to use this little corner right here, but that's okay. Maybe we should give her the little, yes, these little pillows, or these ones are cute too. So this is more for looks because she probably won't. I mean, they're not going to be able to use this as Sims, but it's just a cute little corner to have, right? Okay, so she's got a little workout stuff. She's got all that such and such. Maybe I should give her a couch. Her room might be big enough, actually. Maybe not a couch, but where is this chair? I was going to use this in his room, but then I ended up not. We should give her that chair because I think it fits her room perfectly. Maybe I'll put it more over here. So like you got all that clutter there and then you got the little chair, which means I should probably put a plant in the middle. She can have one like downstairs right there. It's looking good. I think her room is actually super cute and it looks clean. So I'm probably going to keep it like that. Like this, mostly clean. Like we won't add too much. We should add a candle up here though, because she loves candles. And then she's got to have her little water bottle. And obviously we will need a dresser, but we'll give her like just this basic dresser that she can use. Okay. And I think we'll probably leave it at that because she has more of a clean room. I guess maybe we should do some posters and such that I can look through. Guys, I'm so bad at posters. I might just give her just that one. And then if you guys see anything else you want to add, you can go ahead and add it. Okay, let's turn this off. And I'm also just keeping these lights basic up here for now. We'll need to fix that. So this is going to be like a seating area, I guess. Or I was thinking a little office part because you should always have an office, you know. It's important to have an office. So they can have this to kind of mimic downstairs, right? They buy the same type of stuff. All right, and let's give them just a basic, maybe we'll give them a black chair so that way it adds some more contrast. Yeah. And we can give them just a basic computer. They, you know, they just need a basic computer for all their mail. We'll put some of their mail here. Maybe we'll put a notebook here. Maybe it's his journal. He left it on the table. And then we could also put some paperwork here that's important. Yeah, such clutter like that. And then I don't really know what else to do because I usually like to leave these areas pretty bland. But let's see what we can do. Trying to be more creative. Maybe we can do because she is into sports. No, that would be too big. Oh, but we should put this in the communion area. I don't know, that won't fit. Okay, hold on. Let's not do that part right now. Sorry guys, I get ahead of myself. Maybe we could do like a gaming table, but for this game, I guess it's kind of an odd, like there's not really too much room here. I'm always so bad at doing these areas. Why? Also, maybe I'll put this outside for him. It's a more fancy one that he can do outside. Like he spent more money on this one, but he does it outside. Perfect. What do I do with this area, guys? I guess I'll make it like a hangout area, right? And maybe they wanted to have more fun with it, so it can have some pink and maybe some black as well. Like we'll make it more like just kind of more messy, more fun. Like this is where you can play games at. This is where you can sit down with your friends that you have. You know, we'll give a few different seats. It's a pretty cool seating area. I think that's good. I don't really know what else to do. We'll do some more plants. Plants are always good, right? Gotta love plants. I know we've used these ones a lot, but it's okay. There's not too many plants that I like. The Sims needs to add more. I like to use a lot of the same plants and just pretend like they're not the same. I know it's an issue I have. Maybe I'll get better. Anyways, I like that area being kind of more fun. And then we've got this balcony area, which I'll probably just do another little seating thing. Like we'll probably make that area pretty plain. That dang door. Okay. Anyways, though, I think I'm actually going to leave it at that because I think it's looking pretty good. Though we might want to add these lights upstairs. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll add these in all the rooms. And perfect. I still like to leave those ones in there, so beware of your bills. Anyways, I think that looks really good, actually. So I think we'll probably leave that house there, and then in the next episode, we will work on this other house. And since it's going to be more plain, I don't know what happened to this bush, by the way. We'll fix that next time. But since it's going to be more plain, we'll also start working on the communion area and some other little things just to prettify it some more. But yeah, I think we'll probably leave this episode here. And then I will see you guys in the next episode. So peace out and thanks for watching, guys.